Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Frankie B, and you actually caught me right in the middle of working on another 9 by 12 commission. All right, and so this time around, I decided to put the my phone a little bit more closer so that I wouldn't have the same kind of issues that I had with the King Ghidorah and the BWN commission. So anyway, this one right here is a pretty cool one. Actually, it's someone's original character. A shout out to my man JT. He commissioned me to do this character. He's a big fan of Frank Miller, and technically, what's going to happen is that this is all going to be blackened in, and I'm going to try to, in my way, try to do that nice Frank Millerish kind of rain effect and stuff like that. So we'll see if it works. But anyway, I did a previous rough sketch, and that one didn't work. So then he helped me out a little bit and did his own kind of rough sketch. And then this is what came out of that, you know. And actually, this piece right here is also going to have after John Byrne, because I actually looked at John Byrne's piece with Wolverine to get some inspiration, and that kind of helped me out a lot. So I'm going to throw that in as well on this, because you got to show respect. You got to show respect for where your concepts, you know, come from. It wasn't like something that just came out of my mind blindly. It's just that, you know, the client had a specific kind of thing that they were looking for, and and I wanted to make sure that they got something, that they like. That's the key thing. So with that said, I'm going to start doing some penciling on this. Now, remember, this is another mashup video. So this is me. I'm going to be talking a little bit. This time around, you catch me doing the fun stuff of penciling. It's so funny how I had gotten out of penciling for years, just straight out just penciling, because when I was working mostly in advertising, everything is so fast paced. I mean, you're talking about assignments where, I would get called like in a day, and then next thing I know, I'm doing storyboards into the night, and to get them off to the art director or creative director for like the next morning and stuff, that kind of thing. So it didn't give a lot of time for just doing stuff like this. So now I'm getting back into it. There was a stage where I was doing, when I was doing, illustrations for RPG, role-playing game books and stuff. Did some stuff for a few companies and stuff. Really fun. It was fun. I would call that my detail pen stage. That's when I was doing really detailed stuff. And it was fun, As I said in previous videos, I always thought that to have a portfolio, you should have a very eclectic portfolio. You should have a portfolio that reflects a lot of different things, in my opinion. That was my mindset. I was like, I want to be able to show people that I can do multiple different things. So if I, toy stuff or, gaming or whatever, I didn't want to be sort of pigeonholed into one thing, because that can happen easily. There's many times where people will look at something and they'll just be like, yeah, that's all he does, and I've seen it. I've seen it where they'll be like, well, I'm a comic book artist, and that's it. That means that as soon as somebody hears that, your chances for possibly working, doing storyboards for ad agencies or anything like that is could be diminished, possibly, because they'll just think that that's all you can do. You can only do comic book stuff, and so. That's why I always I went to school to be a commercial illustrator. So I started really holding on to that title much more tighter, because being a commercial illustrator means that you're pretty much across the board. You do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, jack of all trades in some degree. Some commercial illustrators are much more adept, say, working in Illustrator and doing vector art and stuff like that than I am. I never really focused. Not saying I probably possibly couldn't, but I just wasn't my focus. More of a traditionalist. I always felt like if it came down to it, then I could just try to sub somebody out and offer some business to somebody who doesn't mind doing vector art. That's how my mind is, There's always somebody who has a certain skill or whatever skill set. So you hire them on. Just like you think about, again, you go back to comic books, just letterers, and I'm sure everyone could learn how to do lettering if they really wanted to devote themselves to it, their energy and stuff to it, they could. But the thing is that, if you're really good, really good, say like and comfortable, say doing penciling or sequential art or whatever, then why add that extra little thing on there? If you give somebody the chance and to be able to work, do their thing, what they're capable of doing, and I'm speaking in the terms of like say a letterer, then sure, toss them some love. My thing is I want to perfect. I want to get my skill set with drawing stronger. That's my mission. So anyway, yeah, this is pretty cool. So you gotta make sure you got this. Again, I spoke to the client. There you go, to JT, and I told him that originally when I first showed him the rough sketch, it was going to be this piece was going to be vertical. It was going to be a vertical kind of piece. The character pretty much standing. It wasn't. I have to admit, it wasn't a really exciting look. This is much more exciting. This image right here. Definitely having the character kind of running up and stuff. Put some lines in there and stuff. I don't know if anybody knows much about that Wolverine piece. It's classic. I mean, you can just Google it. So Google Wolverine, John Byrne Wolverine, and it will come up. And it is a classic picture. I mean, he really, man, I love John Byrne's Wolverine. I do. Clearly, a lot of other people did some tremendous Wolverines. Don't get me wrong, but man, I love his Wolverine's incredible. It but again, I'm a child of the 70s and 80s, so that the art style of just like the heavy blacks. He's not veiny or anything like that, and nothing against that. A huge shout out to David Finch. I remember once just on a side note, I actually had some David Finch artwork at one point. Had to sell it. Oh, painful memory. Yeah, man. There was one point where I had a ton of artwork. I had a lot of artwork from various artists. I still have artwork from various artists and stuff like that. Even some artists that are like overseas artists, I can't even, like, their names are written in their language, so I don't even know what their names are, but I do have original artwork. There's one guy I know I have some artwork. It's a beautiful marker piece, and I think he's a Hong Kong artist. And man, I can't think it. I want to say his style is oh man, I'm trying to think of the books. It's not coming to me. My brain's going dead. I can see them in my head, but they're really famous. He's a famous artist. I don't know if he's Chinese, a national, but he was really famous for doing these books. Something like Tiger and something. He did a bunch of like Hong Kong comics and stuff. But anyway, the artwork that I have in my portfolio is like, it's like an image like that. It's just this character, and it's beautifully rendered in marker. That was like an eBay purchase, man, years ago that I got, and I still hold on to that one. I have that one. And I got other pieces of artwork from various artists. Oh, I think what I'm gonna do is probably do like a lot of hair and stuff. Get in there. Pretty cool character, man. All right. There you go. There's the other. I call this character CLEAVER Pigman Commission. So I'm gonna throw some little hair and stuff on him. It's like chains and stuff on his body. I'm liking that, actually. Maybe if I do it all black. Kind of like that. Clean that up a little bit. All right. Well, as you can see, let's see, I'm at the 10-minute mark right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transition over to hyperlapse and stuff, and then I just keep this thing going. So anyway, I just, again, as always, I just want to thank you for just dropping on by and hanging out for a little bit and just listening to my ranting. Is it ranting? I also want to do a shout out to the many people out there that have, man, they've been posting so many amazing like pictures of the awards that they've been receiving from the Kajus and Cowboy Kickstarter campaign for issue 0, and I mean, really amazing pictures. I mean, it's just I don't know. It fills you with such a just a goodness. It just feels good that you see people who are actually responding positive to something that was done. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just speechless. I'm just honored. I'm honored by it, and it just what it does. It just really amplifies the job that me and Matthew have to do. We constantly have to keep the game up. We have to stay focused and ensure that the product that we put out is a solid product, and that's good. We need that because now the bar is being set and people are now having expectations and stuff, and we should have, and we have our own expectations. So yeah, so it's just good. It's just good. So I just want to just put that out there and just thank you, the people out there who helped us to get Kajus and Cowboys to a place where it was a very successful campaign. And again, we really hope that you stay along for the ride when we come out next year through Second Sight Publishing. So all right. With that said, keep the art flowing.